This video is brought to you by Power Performance Products, where you can get $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
I don't change anything in my mind. I just keep my focus in my fight, and I think it can be a great for me, because if I focus in the title, it's not that time the title. It's time the fight on Saturday. That's why I just thinking about the Ryan Bader.
So why the big change now? Like, why move to a different country where like it's a different language, or you bring your family over here? Like, why did you make such a drastic change?
I always say that the change sometimes is very important. The big change is very important for a person. It's for me. It's important because it's like a challenge for me. You know, I bring all my family here. I talking about my family, like my kids, my wife, but I separate a little bit about my daddy, my brothers, because I always say I have to make my own decision in my life. You know, even the outside of the ring.
You showed really good takedown defense in all of your fights. Ryan Bader's obviously a high-level wrestler. Do you feel confident that you'll be able to stop him from putting you on your back?
Yes, I am very confident. We train a lot with Kenny Johnson. He's our wrestling. He's a very good wrestling teacher. And I have a lot of wrestling in the past. You know, I fought against Chito Cheese, against a couple of guys, but Rashad. And I think we're gonna MMA fight. No, it's a wrestle fight. And when you go to MMA fight, everything change, even for me. You know.
We don't get to see that much of your ground game because you're such a great stand-up artist and you pick people apart there. But do you feel like you have the ability to submit Ryan Bader?
Yeah. We train for this fight with Roger Grace. I improve a lot my ground game. It's talk for itself.
Guy's big, man. How does he make 185?
I don't know. He's a crazy.
How's your weight and how's the weight cut for you?
I walk around 210. Now I'm 208. Yeah. I don't cut a lot of weight.
One question I have: who do you think will win between John Jones and Dan Henderson?
I think Jones has more.
More weapons.
John has more weapons. No, Henderson, everybody knows he's a tough fighter. He's very, very hard. He's a big heart. But I think John is gonna win.
What do you think about the Ultimate Fighter in Brazil? Is that something that would really interest you?
Yes, it's very interesting for everybody, not for me. It's the UFC got a lot of fans after Ultimate Fighter.
What has been the biggest change for you moving to America? Like
Qual foi a maior mudança desde que você veio pra cá?
The language. The language is difficult for me. Yeah, I try hard.
How do you like the traffic?
The traffic, no, for me, no, because I just drive to Black House, to my home, sometimes to the beach.
Did Steven Seagal work with you at all during this camp?
Not for this fight. Not for this fight.
Even though you and Anderson have a great relationship with him, a lot of the MMA fans haven't really taken to Steven Seagal. Why do you think that is?
Que o quê?
Você e o Anderson gostam dele, mas os fãs não gostaram dele.
I don't know. With me, Steve Seagal, he always is a great guy. He always very polite guy, very educado. Polite guy. He's a very polite guy. Yeah.
A lot of people think that the only way Ryan Bader can beat you is if he wrestles you to the ground and holds you there. Do you think that's true?
I don't think so.
How do you think you match up against Ryan?
How what? Sorry.
How do you think you match up against Ryan?
The match is going on.
Não, como é que é a tua luta com ele?
The referee is raising my hand at the end of the fight.
Is there extra motivation to really be spectacular? You know, get a spectacular knockout, seeing as the title shot is kind of there for the taking.
Isso é uma consequência, falo. Isso é uma consequência da minha luta.
He says it's a consequence of his fight.
It's a consequence of this.
Lyoto, what's been the most difficult thing about moving from Brazil here to the United States for you?
Mais difícil.
You know, when you do any change, always you have difficult. For me to arrive here, to bring my kids, my wife, was very hard in the beginning, because I didn't have a house, I didn't have a car. I have to, I was looking for everything, spend a lot of time about this. But I have a lot of friends here. Those friends give me a lot of support.
Where do you get more fans?
This bout and your fight with Rampage, do you feel that there's a lot of things that might go the same way?
No.
No?
I think
You don't see them as same fighters?
No.
Same style?
No.
No.
You're not as worried about Ryan Bader's power, perhaps, as Rampage's?
I think I don't think about this. I just believe in myself.
Where do you get more fans noticing you, wanting to take pictures in that? Is it been here in America or back home?
Quando eu tenho mais fãs?
Mas que os fãs têm mais pedido de foto,
Sometimes here, sometimes in Brazil. But I think Brazil now, because the Ultimate Fighting more popular.
Lyoto, this time you have your father here, you have your brother Chinzo here, you have one of your father's senseis here, instructors here. How important is it to get back to your, really have the support system and your roots, and have your family, all your family really surrounding you?
The family, when I bring my family, I have confidence in these people. I have confidence by myself because they give me support. They leave me, eles me deixam tranquilo. They leave me.
They let me be relaxed.
Yeah, they let me be relaxed. Just keep my focus in the fight.
Many times when you fight wrestlers, they actually choose to stand with you because of your takedown defense. Do you think this will be the case for Ryan Bader, or will he continue to try to take you down?
Se ele vai continuar, tentando takedown.
Muitas vezes os wrestlers tentam trocar com você porque sabem que a tua defesa de queda é boa. Você acha que vai ser o caso?
I don't have a predict for this fight. He can come anyway. I will ready for anything.
Lyoto, do you want somebody in particular to win the main event? Do you favor if Brandon wins or if Shogun wins, or do you don't have really a favor over that?
No, I just favor my wife and my kids. I don't favor any fight. I don't choose. I don't choose.
Say if Vera wins, do you feel he deserves a title shot?
Yeah, the UFC knows everything. The UFC sometimes, they can promote the guy. I think Vera, he has a lot of fights in his career. He has a lot of good opponents like a Frank Me, a lot of guys. Maybe he deserves.
In the main event, before the UFC offered Brandon Vera to Shogun, Dana White said that Shogun declined to fight with Glover Teixeira. If you were Shogun, would you have declined that fight too?
Porque o Shogun...
Não, se você fosse Shogun, você também ia ter negado essa luta com o Glover?
Yes. Glover, not for this situation, no. I think Glover, he's my friend. He helped me a lot, and I think it's not a moment to thinking about this.
You think he's good enough to become the champion?
Yes.
Do you understand why Shogun turned the fight down, or does it not make sense?
I don't know why Shogun. I don't know.
Lyoto, say you get a spectacular win, and the winner of that fight gets a spectacular win. In your opinion, do you feel you should get it, just regardless, based on your record and the significant fights you've had in your career, the title shot?
Você fazendo uma luta espetacular e o Shogun e o Vera também, quem você acha que deveria? Quem merece mais?
Dana White is gonna decide. I don't know.
But doesn't that make you frustrated as a fighter?
Maybe
Not really.
maybe me and Shogun make a.
You would rather have that
the
than
total
John
fight.
Jones,
Yeah,
to
the
fight
total.
Jones?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you would rather a third fight with
Yeah.
Shogun, and then you
if
feel.
if the co-main event, the main event is a great fight.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The Shogun against me, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Lyoto, every time you win, do you feel like it's a win, not just for yourself, but for traditional martial arts values, for karate? Do you feel like you're kind of supporting all the old school traditional martial artists out there?
Yes, sir. I think when I win, when I fight, I don't fight just for me, just for myself, you know. I fight for every karate guy, every martial arts guy, the traditional guy. Then I try to represent. I try to be example, you know, not for even for children, even for kids.
Your son someday, maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you been watching any of the Olympics, Lyoto? And if so, what sport would you want to compete in outside of martial arts? What Olympic sport would you be competing in?
No, athleticism, 100 meter.
100-meter dash.
100-meter sprint.
Boats.
This video has been brought to you by ProBoxingSupplies.com, where you can get 25% off your purchase now.